Okay, Sounds of Decay 3 is the new album from Embers of Ouroboros, the autumnal decline and hermetic maturation. Seems like it all started to get overwhelming around 2016 when I started to have trouble keeping up with all the weird Zather folk albums. Dodsford and Krallis were just prolific enough combined that I was always trying to play catch up but never could. Then the onslaught of one-man black metal bands with amazing knack for quality started coming out of the woodwork, like Asthagol from Exocrillum, and of course Damien from Tra completely blew the bell curve at the turn of the new decade with an impossible number of albums to sift through.
It's the modern era. Home recording has never been easier and cheaper, and hats off to some of the aforementioned artists for their combination of proclivity and quality. Now, thanks to the guru that is Mike J from HGPD Records,
Shout out to Mike J.
the Westminster Maryland one piece madman known as Kyle Sherman, who is currently pumping out quality black metal at a furious pace with not one but two projects. First, Whitechapel, not the deathcore one. His newer project that has already produced two full length albums this year alone. Second, his longer running band, Embers of Ouroboros, which boasts no less than 10 demos and two full lengths, all released since 2023. The latest of which just dropped, entitled The Autumnal Decline and Hermetic Maturation.
Right off the bat, I'll say that while some of the aforementioned artists have been known to dabble with folk or ambient overtones, this album seems to have no such appetites. Just 9 songs of old school tremolo picked guitar noise set against reverb soaked percussion and gloriously filthy vocals that fall somewhere between the rasp of early Varg and the croak of Dagon from Inquisition. The whole thing is just so evil, riffy, and Burzum-y. I've been cranking it all week. A comforting darkness is a good place to enter this cauldron of blasphemy, kicking off with a marvelous lo-fi blackened riff, soon coupled with ratty snare and cymbal cracks and Sherman's croakiest of croaks, slowly enunciating each hypnotizing verse. Our Crypts of Blackened Ice and Hermetic Spirits is the longer cut on the record at 5.5 minutes and actually includes a clean intro that will most assuredly disorient you briefly. But rest assured, crashing drums and apocalyptic, windswept tremolo picking soon take center stage. Guitar so majestic, vocals so caustic, double bass kicks engaged. If someone told me this was some long lost relic excavated from a basement in Oslo in 1993, I'd totally buy it. And then I'd buy it. Let's play a little bit of A Comforting Darkness.
Horrific descent into the endless trenches beyond light weaves an extra layer of sonic scuzz into the drums that sounds like he is running down a street, wiping out wind chimes, and it is a marvelous effect. And it's so lo-fi and yet so enthralling, almost orchestral, the way the riffs flow over corroded brain cells and the percussive variation that young Sherman employs keep every song sounding fresh and original while retaining the consistent 5 inches of muck riff tone. I'm going to go ahead and stop because this is just turning into a fanboy gush of sorts. Good news is there is so much more Embers of Ouroboros. So grab this one and head over to Bandcamp for tons more. God damn it. The kid is so humble, he's got everything set at a name your price.
You humble bastard, you.
Throw him a few bucks in the spirit of the underground. We have. I'll never catch up with all this music, but it will be fun driving myself crazy trying. At this point, I'm wondering if I'll even make it to his other band, Whitechapel. Let's play a clip. This is Dying Too Slow.
Feel no This is the Snaggletooth Extreme Metal Podcast.